Welcome to our channel. Today we are looking at the stingrays. A great stingray that's both beautiful and easy to care for is the mantilla. The mantilla stingray is found naturally in the rivers of Brazil. This stingray has delicate but beautiful designs across its back. On either a blue or golden back, the stingray has tiny scribbled markings. You can't really see them from far away, but up close they look sporadic and spectacular. The mantilla is also capable of growing to be very large. They're often found at a size of 24 inches, but they can grow much larger. Suitable aquariums mates. Freshwater aquarium stingrays make good neighbors for many fish. They work best with fish that aren't too aggressive or fast-paced. Some tank mate possibilities include many species of severums, or cichlids, like the red-faced gold severums. Other good neighbors could be many types of knifefish, such as clown knife or black ghost knife. Care for stingrays. Stingrays require special types of housing and water to live healthily. This makes them more suitable for a seasoned aquarist. However, once you set up their home, they're very easy to care for. When you first get your stingray, make sure that you create an environment that's free from stress. The less stress your stingray has, the more likely they are to survive their first few days in a new environment. So, get them used to the water in your tank before introducing other tank mates. As far as sickness goes, it's very easy to tell when a stingray is sick. They don't eat their food as much, and they may start to breathe heavily. This behavior is a sure sign of sickness, and you should take them to a vet as soon as you can. Natural habitats. Freshwater stingrays live in Southeast Asia, South America, and Australia. They're found in the rivers and surrounding drainage systems. Stingrays also have saltwater varieties that live in oceans and seas. Stingrays prefer a sandy or muddy environment, as they like to burrow under it from time to time. They live in room temperature waters, and extreme climates are unsuitable for thriving. Required water. As freshwater aquarium stingrays are tropical fish, they require tropical water. They prefer water that's on the warmer side, so a good temperature is 78 degrees Fahrenheit. A few degrees give or take is okay, but it's safer to stay close to the range. As far as pH levels go, stingrays are pretty hardy fish. They can survive in many water types, but the ideal pH is between 6 and 7. If you're having trouble softening water, use a bit of driftwood to naturally lighten the pH. Aquariums. Stingrays require a few special items in their home. For starters, they generally need a larger tank than most other freshwater fish. Because of their large sizes, 70 gallons is the minimum tank size you should use. So, it's actually better to go with 125 to 250 gallons. Your stingray tank should also be around 5 feet long and have a width of 18 inches. This tank size allows them to grow and swim freely. The more space they have, the happier they are going to be. Once you have your tank, make sure to fill it with a fine substrate for the stingrays. Gravel and rocks are oftentimes too coarse and cut the stingray's skin. Avoid this by getting very fine sand to create a smooth and deep substrate. Because stingrays live on the bottom of the tank, it's important to note that they are most likely to uproot. Any decorations or plants you have are at risk of being removed by the stingrays. It's best to just have a plain tank bottom. Stingrays also take over aquarium heaters, pipes, and another tubing. Though they don't mind these items in the tank, you can cover them with rocks. This helps keep the objects intact and allows them to stay in place. Characteristics. The best tank mate for your stingray is the one that isn't too aggressive or small. Larger fish are a good option because the stingray won't perceive them as food. This avoids any stingray attacks on the little guy. You should also avoid putting in fish that are aggressive. They can attack your stingray and put its life at danger. Other bottom-dwelling fish, such as plecos and loaches, should be added with caution. Because these fish all live at the bottom of the tank, there would be competition for space. More competition means more aggression, leading to fights. Feeding. Freshwater stingrays are omnivores in nature. They feed on crustaceans and other invertebrates, as well as small fish in their habitat. In an aquarium, they can feed on shrimp, earthworms, smelt, and the like. Because stingrays have small mouths, they prefer to eat live small fish. Live shrimp and black worms are the best options for freshwater aquarium stingrays. Breeding. When it comes to stingray breeding, there are a few things that need to be taken care of. Firstly, ensure that your stingray has reached sexual maturity. This usually occurs around 3 years of age, but you can also tell by their physical appearance. Once you have the stingrays that you want to breed, ensure that they have enough space. Tight quarters hinder the process and reduce the chance of healthy mating. Stingrays produce through internal fertilization. After the female gets pregnant, her babies are nourished inside the mother's body. After a gestation period of 3 months, the eggs are hatched internally. During this time, you might notice that the mother eats a lot more food than she usually does. This is totally normal and is even encouraged for healthy pregnancies. The female is likely to give birth to anywhere from 2 to 6 pups. Younger females usually give smaller litters, while older ones can give up to 8 babies at a time. In conclusion, stingrays are beautiful creatures that require some special things to keep them healthy. Although they're not as easy to care for as other fish, they're just as unique and provide a great look to any tank. Taking care of your stingray is difficult at first, but your hard work is worth it when they're happy and healthy. Comment and subscribe to our channel.